everyone, it's Pat from Bad Dev Music, and today we're learning every single chord in a particular key signature. And it's so good because once you understand this theory, once you know how to play every chord, by the end of the video, you'll be able to actually take that knowledge and apply it to every key signature. So you'll now know every chord in every key signature. It's so good. Definitely grab your guitars. There's a little bit of theory. If you do want to see more of the theory that we're talking about in this video, extended versions, definitely check out that link there. But otherwise, we're going to press on and we're going to start at the very beginning. So if you've never seen any other videos, hello, welcome aboard. But everything's contained in this one video. Now what you're going to do is we're going to be looking at a key signature. And what a key signature is, it's a group of notes. With that group of notes, you can work out what chords are going to work, you can work out what solos are going to work with scales, what melodies, all of that. It's so good. It really, really helps you work out when you're starting to write songs. It's a great technique. Understanding the major scales and / understanding what notes are in the key signatures. It's the same thing. So once you write this major scale with me, all of those notes equal a key signature. Enough rambling, let's get started. So in Western music, the notes that you can find are A to G. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then it would just start again. So once you're at one A note, you could go all the way up to the next A note, all the way up. And then you would just go to the next A note and next note. It just keeps going on and on. Now between each note, there is an accidental, either a sharp or a flat. So if you see a black key on a piano, that's what it is. It's either a sharp or a flat. So for example, if you go for an A note, 5th fret and 6th string, the fret next to it is not actually B, it's A sharp. Next to it's B, and then, super important, so you understand that, the sharps and flats. Between B and C, no sharps and flats. Between E and F, no sharps and flats. So if you look at a piano and you've got two white notes next to each other with no black note in the middle, then it's either a B and C or it's an E and F. Great, you're doing really, really good so far. So what you're going to need to understand is tones and semitones. So let's pick a note. Let's go back again to A. Now if I wanted to move up a tone from A, it would be 2 frets. 1, 2. So a tone up from A is B. If I want to go back to A, 5th fret, and I want to move up a semitone, then you move up a single fret. So T means tone or 2, and semitone means S or single. So if I want to move up a semitone from A, it's just 1 fret, so I would be on A sharp. Okay, so now you know tones and semitones. Doing great. You've done so much already. You're doing a great job. So now we press on. So now we make a major scale / key signature. So let's pick a major scale that's going to be easy to remember. Let's go from C. So 3rd fret on the 5th string. So if this is the order, it's like a recipe of creating this major scale. It's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Remember, tone equals 2 frets and semitone equals single fret. So if we're on C, 3rd fret, grab your guitars, 3rd fret of the 5th string, you want to move up a tone because that's the recipe. So 2 frets is D. Another 2 frets is E. A single fret is F. A tone is G. Another tone is A. Another tone is B. And all the way up there on the 15th fret is C. So we've gone from one C all the way up to the next C, all the way up there. Now I'm just doing it horizontally because it is easier to start with rather than going up and down vertically. So you've just done it. So all of those notes that you played, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. They're the notes in the C major scale. And how do we get there? We use that order of tones and semitones. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Doing great so far. Now, what you've already probably noticed is in the C major scale, there's no sharps or flats. That's why we start with that one, because it's easiest to remember. There's no sharps or flats. C to C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And it would just keep going, C, D, blah, blah, blah. Great job. So the C major scale, that's all of the same notes in the C major key signature. Major scale, key signature, major key signature, same thing, okay? So you've got all of the notes. Now, that's a great major scale. So any time you see a song and you see, oh, there's no sharps or flats, you can play a C major scale and it's gonna sound great. Now, how we build chords, this is the important stuff. All you need to know about is 3 different types of chords: major, minor, and diminished. So now you've got that C major scale. All you need to do is write numbers underneath, 1 to 8. Get rid of everything that isn't a 1, 3, and 5. So the 3 notes you've got left with C, E, and G. So right there, you've got a C major chord. When you play C, E, and G all at the same time, you've got a C major chord. Now if you want a minor chord, instead of E, it becomes E flat. So now it's from a happy chord to a sad chord. So you've got 1, flat 3, and 5, or C, E flat, and G. The last chord you need to worry about, and then we'll show you how to play them all, is you've done such a great job so far, keep it up. The last chord is a diminished chord. So you have 1, flat 3, and flat 5. So instead of G, it's now G flat. Is that sinking in so far? So for a major, 1, 3, 5. For a minor, the third goes down 1, down a fret, and for the diminished, the third goes down 1 and the fifth goes down 1. That's it, major, minor, and diminished. Fantastic job. How are you doing so far? If it's too tricky, definitely leave me a comment below. Doing great. So now that you understand how to make a major chord, a minor chord, and a diminished chord, you can play all of those 3-note chords in every key signature, and I'm going to explain how you do that. So just like there is an order of tones and semitones to making a major scale, key signature as well, there is an order of chords. So you just go up this order, and it's fantastic. I'll show you how it works. So you've got major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then starts again. So it'll be major again. So what that means is on each one of those points, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, it just follows that order. So you've got C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and then C major again. Now, it's only those chords that I just played specifically because we're in C major. If we were in D major, for example, then it would start with D major. Next, it would go to E minor. Starting to make sense? Hopefully, all of this information is starting to sit with you and it's starting to build up this knowledge that you've got. The best way to do it is just to sit there with your guitar, with a pen and paper, write out a major scale, and play those accompanying chords. Now you've got all of the knowledge, you're ready to learn the chords, let's go. So, first chord we've got is C major. So what you want to do is you want to have your third finger on the third fret of the fifth string, your second finger on the second fret of the fourth string, open third string, and first finger there on the first fret of the second string, and then you play the first string open. C major, notes are C, E, and G. Great job. Next we've got D minor. So you want the fourth string open, that's your D. Then you want your second finger on the second fret of the third string, your third finger on the third fret of the second string, and your first finger all the way down there, first fret of the first string. It's a bit of a sad chord, isn't it? Notes are D, F, and A. Next you've got E minor. You want open sixth string, second finger on the second fret of the A string, third finger on the second fret of the D string, and you want all the rest of the strings open. Great job. So the notes there are E, G, and B. Next you've got F major. I'm going to show you a really easy way to play this chord. Come in with your third finger on the third fret of the fourth string, then second finger on the second fret of the third string, first finger on the first fret of the second string. Just play those 3 notes. Now if you can, try and use your first finger to hold down the first fret on the first string as well. Great job. And if you want to play the version that I was playing, move your third finger up a string to the fifth string and move your pinky underneath that. See if you can hold down that first string as well. Getting tricky, but great job. Next we've got G major. So you want your second finger on the third fret of the sixth string, first finger, second fret on the fifth string. The next few strings you want open, and all the way down there you want your third finger on the third fret of the first string. That's G major. Next we've got A minor, so that you've got open fifth string, second finger, second fret, fourth string, third finger, second fret, third string, first finger, first fret, second string, and open first string. Notes are A, C, and E. Almost there. Last chord you've got B diminished. Definitely a tricky chord, but give it a go. First finger on the second fret of the fifth string. Then you've got your second finger on the third fret of the fourth string, your pinky on the 4th fret there and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, and you play those inside strings. So you don't play the 1st string or the 6th. And then back to C. Great job, that's all of the chords in one key signature. Fantastic. Now, what is this good for? You can instantly start writing songs. Play those chords in any order. Play any of those chords in any order, it's going to sound like a fantastic song because all the notes are going to work really well. Great job. If you have a capo, experiment with the capo and see if you put on the capo, if you put it on the 1st fret and then you play all of those same chords again, instead of learning all of the chords in C, you've actually learnt them in D flat, or you could C sharp if you want to think of it like that. Either way, if you move it up to the 2nd fret, you've got all of the chords in D major. So with a capo, you can play every single chord that there is in every single key that there is, all of the triads. Great job for making it to the end. If it was a little bit too tricky, leave me a comment below or send me a message on my Facebook, Pat David Music. I answer you guys every day and I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. If you want more theory, check out this Grade 1 playlist, over 100 videos in there, more extended than this one is. And if you want to learn another lesson, check out this video. But otherwise, I've been Pat from Pat David Music. Like this video if you did like it. I'll see you all again. Bye.